हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हो? आपका स्वागत है त्रिपान स्टडी सेंटर में। आज जो आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ वो काफ़ी महत्वपूर्ण है। जो बच्चे कंपटीशन की तैयारी कर रहे हैं उनके लिए काफ़ी महत्वपूर्ण रहेगा। ये अंतर्गत आपके समक्ष क्वेश्चन रहेगा जो हर एक एग्ज़ाम के लिए महत्वपूर्ण रहेगा। चाहे आप एसएससी के एग्ज़ाम दे रहे हो, चाहे यूपीएससी के एग्ज़ाम दे रहे हो, तो काफ़ी महत्व रखेगा। टॉपिक है मैक्स वेबर ऑन द वैकेंसी। टुडे इज हियर डिस्कशन deal types, theory, control of bureaucracy, so on. Biography of Max Weber. Biography of Max Weber, that's important. Max Weber was born in Erfurt, Prussia, is present day is Germany. The present day is Germany on the April 21st, 1864. That's the period time there is Max Weber is born here, and he is considered one of there is a three founding father of sociology. There is a father of sociology. This is a Max Weber alongside Karl Marx and Emil Durkheim. There is the most important three father of sociology here: Karl Marx, Emil Durkheim, and Max Weber. There is the most important contribution of this, and his text there, President of Ethics and Spirit of Capitalism, was considered a founding a text in a sociology. That's important. He is considered on there is a three founding father of sociology. The three main persons that's important. There is a Max Weber, Karl Marx, and Emil Durkheim. That's important for the contribution of the sociology. The next point here: early life and education of Max Weber. Max Weber as a father was greatly involved in a public life, and so his home was constantly immersed in the both politics and academias. That's important. And Weber and his brother traveled in this is intellectually is atmosphere. In 1882, he is enrolled at the University of Heidelberg, but after 2 years left to fulfill his year of military service at Stockholm. That's important. After his release from the military, Weber finished his study at the University of Berlin and earned his doctorate in 1889 and joined the University of Berlin as a factories is lecturing and constantly for the government. That's important is here that Iran has a doctorate in 1889 and joined the University of Berlin is a factuality lecturing and consulting for the government. That's important. Max Weber has a career and little life. That's important. In 1894, Weber was appointed as a professor of economics at the University of Freiburg, and there was granted there is some position at the University of Heidelberg in 1896. His research at the time of focused mainly on economics and legal history. That's a career that's important. There is appointed a professor of economics at the University of Freiburg. That's important. After the Weber's father died in 1897, 2 months after a serve quarrel that was never resolved, Weber became prone there is a depression, a nervousness, and the insomnia, and making it is difficult for his fulfill his the duties as a professor. That's important. Here's the point here. Turning point of the life of the Max Weber here. After the Weber as a father died in 1897, and 2 months after saw a quarrel that was never resolved because this Weber become a prone to be depression and nervousness and the insomnia, making it difficult for his fulfill his duties as a professor. He was thus the forced to reduce his teaching and eventually left in the fall of 1899. For a 5 year he was intermittent initialized as a suffering sudden or passes after the effort to break such a cycle by the traveling. He finally resigned his the professorship in a late 1903. That's important period time is the finish or resign his the Professor Sheep in the letter 1903. That's important. And also in 1903, Beveridge became the associate editor of the Chief for the Social Science and Social Welfare. That is important. Her career, Beveridge became a associate editor of the Archives for the Social Science and Social Welfare. Where is the interest is lies on the more fundamental issue of social science. And some paper began to the publish some of his paper in the journals. Is most notable is the easy and the protections of ethic and the spirit of capitalism, which became his most famous work and was later published as a book. Thus important per time there is the Protestant and ethics and spirit of capitalism, which became his most famous work and is later published as a book. In 1909, Beveridge co-founded the German Sociological Association and served as its first treasurer. He resigned in 1912, however, is unsuccessful try to be organized a left wing of political party to the combine the social democrat and the liberal. That's important here. In 1909, Beveridge is a co-founded the German Sociological Association and the served as the for treasurer. He resigned in 1912 and however and the unsuccessful tried to the organize a left wing of political party to be combined the social democrat and the liberal. That's important. At the outbreak of World War One, Beverly is age 50. There is a breakout of the World War One. Beverly is age of 50. The doing is 1914 to 1918. There is age here 50. There is a 1914. And volunteer was served as the appointment as a reserve officer and put the charge of organize the army of hospital. His works as a role of fulfill until the end of 1915. It means to the 1914 there is a Beverly is the most important is a play of role in the World War One. There is organized the army hospital and his Haliburg the role of fulfill until the end of 1915. That's important. Weber has a most powerful impact on his contemporaries come in the last years of life. When from 1916 to 1918, he is agreed to the powerful against Germans as an annexationist war and goal and the favor of the strictness is a parliament. That's important impact of their of contemporaries come in the last year of life when the 1916 to the 1918. After the assisting in the drafting of the new constitution and the founding of German Democratic Party, Weber became frustrated with the politics and resumed a teaching at the University of Vienna. He is a tough to be University of Munich and the Weber died on the June 14, 1920. That's important here. Weber died on the June 14, 1920.